Alrighty folks, welcome back to Shallow Pockets Acres. Today we're going to work on getting this old chicken wire cage cut off this tree here. I don't know how well you can see the tree there, but it's growing up through the cage, so we're going to get rid of this old cage and just put that bigger one back on. I had really given up on these crabapple trees and didn't keep up with them. And when they finally did, this one finally did start growing, it got out through the cage here, and well, I haven't kept up with it. Well, we got this top cleaned out to where it can grow now. And with the fence bent out, it ought to help keep the deer off the leaves. Now I think we're going to go get the brush cutter and start clearing out some more for the tree stand. You almost need somebody here to drag the brush while you're cutting doing this. Yeah, I don't know how much of this that I showed beforehand today, but I cleaned up some stuff that I had cut down here and around this double red oak. And I cleaned up got some of the smaller stuff out of the path down through here. Cut back in there a little bit. But most of that, I really need a chainsaw, or else I need a new blade on my brush cutter. I thought my blade was in a little better shape than what it is. So I tried knocking down all the little stuff on the path down through here. And mainly, what little bit I did accomplish, I gained about 2 foot here along this path coming down in here. And if my blade was going, I could go back through some more of that if my blade was a little sharper, but as dull as my blade's getting to be, it's really a waste of time trying to cut with it right now. And I'm seeing that I'm going to need to bring both the chainsaw and that brush cutter back in here because some of it's too big. It'll just dull my blade and the brush cutter too quick for as much as I'm wanting to cut. If I want to keep my blade in decent shape, I'm going to have to bring the chainsaw back and cut the bigger stuff with it. Which I don't know if you can see it or not. The orange from the... I can't see it here on the camera, but I can see it through the brush that way. The biggest problem with this is finding a spot to pile it up. I'm piling this back here, right here, and it don't like to go on top. Everything seems to want to grab and knock it down this way, and I don't want my pile any further this way, but it's getting awful hard to keep it on top of that or getting it to go over top of it. I have to find a new spot here somewhere and start another pile, but I don't know where that's going to be exactly yet. And I really need to move one of my cameras down into here, but the one up there watching the other end of it's seeing a few deer coming through. Oh, maybe here in another month or so I'll get a little more of this cut out. We'll bring one of the cameras down into here. I mean, I'm really having second thoughts on where I'm going to, well, really third thoughts on where I'm going to put my tree stand at. But I still want to clear this out to where the deer can move through here a little easier, in hopes that they'll move through here more often. Because this is a pretty good jaunt down through here to get into the stand down here. If you got deer start using this and bedding in here, I don't want to be spooking them out coming into the stand, so I may put the stand out closer to where it's cut out at already. And it may end up getting moved several times before it gets in its final resting spot too. On the way out, I'll stop and show you where I'm more so inclined now to put the stand. Even though I may end up bringing the blind back in here and setting it up or something. Okay. Back out. Right through in there. Oh, what you can see, but if you can see that or not. But that pine tree top, that is right there, is about halfway down through where my chestnut trees are. And I'm thinking here where I'm at now, get right back in here and get it to where I can shoot to some of them chestnut trees. And over here's where my more northern whitetail crab apples are planted. So if I can get it, that blind, the tree stand situated down in there where I can shoot both ways there. And also, I need to clear a path down through here. Because if I clear a path down through, I already have a path. Right up there's the blueberry patch that's behind the cabin. And we come in here and cleared out a bunch of the mountain laurel in here the one day over the winter. So I'm really thinking back in here it'd be a lot easier to access that tree stand than walking one out around the other trail down below. But it's going to be several years till I get this mountain laurel knocked down to where the way I want it. I don't want to get rid of all of it. Well, I want to get rid of probably 3/4 to 80% of it anyhow. And the camera that's right there, this is where the flying squirrels have been on camera jumping from these trees here and running around. And I don't know if there's any in that box there we put up or not. It's a possibility. I've never checked it, and I'm not going to beat around on it or shake it around. I really don't want to scare them out if they are using it. And see, I do have, this is, which I don't think you can even see it in there the way, but it's a swamp white oak. It's been in the ground for, I'm going to say 5 years now anyhow. And then I got another one over that way. I don't know if you can make out the cage in there or not. What's behind that sassafras? It's in there behind that one sassafras tree, and I need to get them cut out so they can start growing. Which, what we cut out of the mountain laurel here ought to help this one a little bit. And I can cut that maple, another maple, and that's a black gum. And on up there's another black gum. They could all be cut out of here. but I want to get rid of some more of this mountain laurel first. I want to leave 10 or 15 yard strip there out along that blueberry patch, but pretty much the rest of this back in here could be cut down. There's that bigger red oak right there. I've had thoughts about putting a stand in there by it too, that way you can see out front. And this back here, which there could end up being a stand put in there too. Thanks for watching. And an update on that squirrel walks I put up last fall. Right after I put that up, I found out that, this tree right here already has holes in the squirrels are living in. So I haven't noticed anything in my box yet, but maybe here this spring sometime, the ones that are in that tree have babies. Maybe some of them will move over there. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching.